Welcome back, everyone. So, I have before you the weekly and monthly inserts in the title Jiyu. These are designed by Baum-Kuchen. And if you are familiar with Baum-Kuchen, they are a company located in California. The owner couple, one of them is Japanese, and I believe her husband is from Germany, I believe. Anyway, and they carry a lot of our favorite Japanese products, Jibun Traveler's Notebook, or Traveler's Company brand products, the Superior Labor, which I do have a couple of Superior Labor products, and so forth. And then they carry some of those German products, like the Roderfaden. I've never purchased any of that brand of products, although I was pretty curious about them years ago. But anywho, so I want to show you the inserts because there is a difference that I noticed. So this is my first one. This product was released the fall of 2019. And at that time, um, it was a brand new product for them and that they created compared to the products that they have that they have for their store from Japan, Germany, or whatever. This is something that they created. So I want to show you some differences. Now, the first one, which first thing I want to say is that these are created to fit in your traveler's standard size covers. Okay, your standard size. They do not have this in a passport size, but just the standard. And as you can see, I have my Tokyo Ghoul sticker on here, but you can see the title here. Okay, and then on the back, this is the original. It says Baum-Kuchen, and then it says California. All right, I'm going to show you out of the new format they have, where they have a weekly and a monthly now. Because as you can see, there's no such thing indicated on the front of the original version of this. Now, on the back, like I said, this is California. On the back of the new one, I'm going to bring it up close so you can see this. It says designed by Baum-Kuchen Studio, produced by Travelers Company, made in Japan. And yay, I get to post this video in our Facebook group, the Japanese Planner Facebook group, because it's now produced by Travelers Company and made in Japan. So this officially can be posted and shown off and talked about within our Facebook group. So that's one of the differences. The other difference is this is one book. The original booklet has the monthlies and weeklies in one for about, I think, 6 months, I believe. Compared to with these being separated, you have your whole year. So still two inserts, but you can use this together as a system or independently. That's a great thing. Let's open it up. So this is how it looks in the inside of the 2019 release. And it talks about what Jiyu means, freedom in Japanese, experiment and create an analog system that fits your life. And then talks about the minimalist layout is based on 4mm grid design by Baum-Kuchen. The system is here to guide you and will turn into background when the pages are filled with life, and so forth. And then let your moment shine through. This is the original, how it looked in the inside. Also, too, the paper is different because you can see the emboss print, which you can feel the texture of that. I noticed that it comes through on the opposite side, and it does say Jiyu, but backwards. Kind of see that. So it's coming through from the opposite side. If I open up the weekly, you could see that um, it does not say the same for the whole thing, but it does still have this part, and this is more silver-like compared to this print. The paper seems thicker. This one is a nice texture, but this definitely feels a more silkier paper. And then it just has, try to get that focus. It talks about what Jiyu means again. And it says the combination of thoughtfully laid out negative space in 4mm grid is here to gently guide you through the day, week, months, and year. As you fill your Jiyu pages with life, the design will fade into background. Let your moment shine through. Okay, so they got rid of part of this and kind of redesigned what this paragraph says. And then that true marker that it's a Traveler's Company product now, or created product, well, designed by Baum-Kuchen, but produced and printed in Japan, which is also under, and if I look at the paper or the plastic that it comes inside, it says lightweight paper. It says 80 pages. This is for the monthly, lightweight paper monthly. And then there's the main company name. And I didn't learn about this company that actually is over all the individual brands until I came across Plotter, okay, which I showed before. But Design Fill, so that's the, I guess, the parent, I guess you can say. So Design Fill 2021. And then it says Made in Japan. And then it says the Traveler's Factory website on there. Well, it's really little, but there it is. And it has the insert number. So this is number, this part, I believe, is the same. The first couple of numbers, yep. And then it's going to be 962 for the monthly and 963 for the lightweight paper weekly. Okay. And so then you can see that Traveler's Company branding, that window box, and it has it printed here. Traveler's Company, TRC. And as you can see, I just have a little journaling card, and on the original it doesn't have anything. All right, but then you're going to find that the rest of the design is going to be the same. Let's go to the inside back, and this one says the 2019 release, printed in California on Tomo River paper. This one says just printed on Tomo River paper. And then you can see the branding, a Traveler's Notebook on the back inside, where this one was just a grid, dot grid, and there's nothing. All right, but all the actual insides are going to be the same, so let me show you out of the new one. So let me move this stuff out of the way. All right, so like I said, we have a monthly and a weekly. So when I open up the monthly, this side has nothing. This side is a dot grid. It's very faint, and which actually makes a lot of sense because you can use this however you want. And I think that falls into the whole thing of, you know, how the print will fall in the background, so that whatever you're putting on there, that's what you're really focused on, is what you have put there yourself. And then you turn the next page, and I'm going to bring this up because it's very difficult, because it's not heavily printed. This is print, the ink or whatever is lighter, just a tad bit lighter than the original. Let me see if I can show you guys the difference, if you could actually tell. So let's just put it like this. So I'm not sure if you could tell. Here's the original, and here is the new right here. The ink is darker on the original, and the newer one is, I can see the difference that it is just a tad bit lighter print, but the design is the exact same. Nothing has changed about the design. So this area you can use because there's two, let's see, yeah, there's 2 pages. So you have these boxes, you have here where you can title it however you want, and really you can use these 2 pages in any way you want. Some may use this for goals, monthly goals, but there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections like this. No, 2, 3, 4, 5, excuse me, 5 sections with these 3 boxes separating each. And then over here is just dot grid, and the dots are very light. See, and then it repeats on the opposite side. So maybe you might put some things over here for the first half of the year, and maybe this section for the second part of the year, or whatever. You can use it however you want. There's nothing to indicate on here what that section's for. And then the next page has, you guys know how you've seen this kind of layout in lots of different planners. But you have 6 months here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you have an area here on the top where you can title each. You can use this for, say, maybe you're at a glance. You can turn this into a tracker, so you don't have lines to put a tracker name like exercise, reading, whatever. But if you turn it this way, which is what I saw on the Baum-Kuchen website, and where it was turned into a tracker, and actually put the item title here of what you're tracking, and then of course your first day of the month starts way up here, and so that your tracking is going down that way. You can do that, but it's up for interpretation because again, there's no pre-titles. And then the bottom half is just open space. It's not dot grid, it's just plain on the bottom and lots of space. So you're going to have 4 pages of those, and then you go right into the monthly layout. It is a Monday start, undated, so you can start this at any time. You can maybe say you might use it for 2 months, and then for the next month you want to try something out different, which that's me. So, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 rows. I love a 6-row planner. Then that way, if the end of the month falls on a day, it has its own day. None of the month or day of the week or the monthly is going to share a day number, if you know what I mean. Okay, and I love that. And then you have just open space on the bottom here. There's plenty of open space here on the bottom where you can put lists, notes, whatever. There is this side area here. And the calendar itself is dot grid. Let me see if you guys can see that. See? Very faint. You can see there's a dot, if you can, to actually use as your line guide for writing things down. I love dot grid. Okay. And then you have, I believe, 13 months. It just is all your months. And then there are a bunch of, at the end, see if I can get to it quickly. a bunch of dot grid pages. Look at that. So it says there's 45 dot grid pages, front and back. So you have plenty of space if you want to put collections. Maybe you want to use it for dailies. You can do that. All right. Okay, so that's the monthly. And then you have the weekly. Let's open up. So you have that Travelers Company branding here. And then nothing on this page. And then you have a dot grid here. And the paper is thin, so you will see through, but this is a dot grid. Can you see? There's those dots. So you do whatever. You can put some art, water, paint, design, whatever. And then you go right into your weekly format. The weekly layout is the same. It has not changed. It's just the ink is different, I think. And then you have Monday start, Monday through Fridays here. You have your box, bring this down. You have your box here where you can put your day of the week, the number. And then, so it's this area, I would say you would use for, well, you use however you want, but you can use that for putting down what your tasks are for that day or appointments. And there are little guides if you want to divide the space. You can see that? There are guides, which is cool. So essentially, for each day, horizontally, you could have 3 sections. You can have a section here, use that guide to divide that with your favorite pen or whatever. This middle area could be something else. Then over here, going down, it's plain. And so what I do is either I'm putting something very specific, maybe just a little bit of journaling, some thoughts for the day, or I might put special event right there. And then Saturday, Sundays over here. Again, this area is going to follow the same format as over here, but then you have this space up here. And so I'm going to pull it up closer. So you have this box where you can, right here, where you can put whatever you want, title it however. You might want to put, I don't know, the week, the number of the week. So if it's January 1, you might want to put WK1, or you want to put, that week's number. So if it's 1 through 7, for the 1st through the 7th, or whatever, however you want. But this area here is open space. You can use it however you want, and it's plain. It's not lined. It's not dot grid. Over here, you do have 1, 2, 3 sections that are dot grid. So these top 3 sections, and I'm saying 3 sections. There's nothing to indicate it's 3 sections except for that little marking here to help you divide the section if you wanted to. Or you can make this maybe your week for the list for the week. And it just repeats. So you have, let's see, 52 weeks of awesome paper. And at the very end, so here's the final week. And then you just have pretty much what, 1, 2, 3 pages of dot grid. And then this is plain, there's nothing on it. And then back to the very back, which has the branding for Travelers Notebook Company. And then it's printed on Tomoe River paper again. And that branding on the back, different from the original branding. So I don't know when they decided to collab with Travelers Company for these inserts, but they have. So these are now going to be Travelers Company branded inserts that you can purchase from your favorite shop that carries Travelers, well, hopefully from every store that currently carries Travelers Company products, hopefully you'll find these in those stores. Definitely, you can get these from the Baum-Kuchen shop in California. I order all my stuff online. If you're in California, in their area, you can, well, I don't know. I guess they're reopened for the public now. That COVID's going on. I'm assuming that they are, but I don't know for sure. I will have the link down below for Baum-Kuchen and for these inserts so that you can go check them out. What I also love about Travelers Company, I love how they wrap your packages. It's like a present within itself. I did not take pictures. I've posted on my Instagram before, my orders before I've unwrapped them, and it's so beautiful. And I'm just assuming it's Wakiko. I think that's her name. um, Forgive me if I'm saying her name wrong, but I'm just gonna imagine she's the one doing the wrapping of my products, and she does such a beautiful job. I know that if you post something and you tag the company in Instagram, at least for me, she may actually respond and say something. But this is something I hadn't gotten before, and hopefully you can see it. But this is some kind of, I don't know. Oh, I just noticed these are stickers. I just thought it was just some art that they, well, anyway, this is new, you guys. So these are stickers or something, because you can remove them. So some kind of freebie, but this was part of the packaging wrapping. So journey is destination. It looks like some of the designs I've seen them put on, like your superior labor bags and such. Isn't that cool? So I can take these off. I gotta check if they're really stickers. I don't know. So that was on there. So that's a nice little cool thing. And I only realized this probably earlier this year. So here's how your receipt comes. I did not realize at all the years when I was purchasing Baum-Kuchen orders, I just thought this was just some cute little way for them to put this little card thing in there. Okay, the card thing says, and I guess they're going to be always different. On the quest for life, well lived and loved. Okay, you get that, and then it has kind of like the business card, I guess. But you can use this in your planners as a bookmark or whatever. And so I just thought this was just a cool way for them to put this thing in here, not knowing when you open this up, it's your receipt. And let me see if I can open this without actually showing my details of my personal stuff. But then you open up and it has this. We believe in pouring tender care to your package because these artifacts can be used and loved for a lifetime, and this is the beginning of their journey. And so you would open it all the way up, and let me see. And I'm going to try to just cover up. Yeah, I can do it like this. Then you get your receipt here with a personal message. See? There's her signature. So I like that little personal touch. With even a little stamp there. Yeah, I only realized that maybe earlier this year or last year that these were receipts. I didn't know that. I'm going to blur that out. My address just showing there. Anyway. All right. So anyway, that's it, you guys. Yay. I like these. I really like these. And we'll see how often I'm going to be using these as part of my system that I use through the year when I go back and forth. Okay, I just keep it real. I go back and forth, and I've resigned. People talk about planner piece. My planner piece is in everything that I just decide to use for the moment. Okay, I'm just keeping it real. I like to use different things. I change my mind. Maybe 2 months, 3 months, I might be cool with something. I did really good for majority of this year with just sticking with my Jubin days, which I do have the 2022. But, and then towards the latter this part of this year, I was like, I'm ready to use something else for a little bit. Okay. And then I just switch up. So now I have several options. Okay. And if you're like me, hey, embrace it. You like to use different things as long as you're staying productive. You're not losing information that you need and all that. There's your planner piece. Your planner piece is that you're using what is working for you at that moment. Just like we change through life, but your needs and your desires may change throughout the year. You don't have to stick with the same flavor. Okay, one day you might like vanilla, the next time you might like, pecan. But anyway, all right, you guys. I hope you have amazing rest of your day, night, whatever. I'll be back. It'll probably be next week for the end of the year video. Okay, and I plan to show you my stuff. Just a brief rundown of what I have laid out to get me through whatever time of the year works for me, like that. Okay. All right, you guys. Have a good one. Thanks for coming back. Bye.